Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Matt, and it is, what is it, Wild Wednesday already? Holy moly, is already hump day. Yes, only a few more days to go till we get to TGIF. Yes, 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 folks. First and foremost, I do hope each and every one of you are having a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that wonderful stuff, because life is too short. Otherwise, please do like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing all your new faces. And for all of you old viewers and new viewers alike, do look in the description box. Always look in the description box for more information on the movie of the day. Brief synopsis, the starring cast, the director, the runtime of the cut I am watching, some trivia if it's anything worthwhile, and always a link for a trailer or a scene in the description box as well. So always do check out that stuff for some more information in case if you're really interested about the film of the day. It can also help you sway you if you want to see it or not. If you watch that trailer, sometimes I feel that is can be a real game changer if you do check that one out. Now that I got all that stuff out of the way, let's get on to the movie of the day. Today's is a very weird one. I saw it for the very first time a couple of years ago. I didn't really get a good. It wasn't a very good copy that I saw it on. It was on YouTube, and it was broken up into several different videos, and it was just wretched, and I am so happy that somebody finally took the painstaking painstaking. No, I'm glad somebody took the time. I'm going to say that instead. Somebody took the time to give this one a good transfer and everything, because this one I feel it definitely deserved it from what I saw of it. I have no complaints about this movie whatsoever. The only thing I guess you could have more of the marvelous Mervo character. I would love to have more Tiny Tim in here. That wouldn't be a game breaker or a deal breaker at all. That would actually make things pretty awesome. Now, this one came out in 1986. Didn't come out till 1988, I believe, is what it was. It was filmed over a 24-hour period, over a day and a night. Pretty wild that they filmed this entire film in that short of a schedule, because usually it takes a little longer than that. There must have been a lot of only just one take, especially the stuff with Tiny Tim. I imagine was one, maybe two takes, if that. The guy was a very strange individual. Let's just say that. And if you don't know who Tiny Tim is, do check him out. He is not the Tiny Tim character from the Christmas story type Christmas Carol story. Not from that one. I'm talking about Tiny Tim, the music artist, whatever you want to call him. The guy was an insane genius. I don't know if he was a genius or not. The guy was insane for sure. Entertaining as hell for sure. He definitely did a smash up job in this. It definitely, I didn't feel like I was watching him play anybody else except for himself with clown paint on. And I'm just going to go ahead and get it out here, and it's none other than Blood Harvest. And this one runs at an hour and 28 minutes on this cut. I imagine this one may have gotten some sort of cuts along the way. I don't know, maybe some of the gore. There isn't a ton of gore. There's some throat slicings in here. There's some boobs in here, some bush. So maybe some of that got cut along the way. I'm not 100%. Either way, I wouldn't pass this one up. If you're into weird movies, I wouldn't pass this one up. This one definitely fits. Like I said, it's got Tiny Tim in it, and that's him on the cover playing the marvelous Mervo character. We got Itonia, Salcheck, Dean West, Lori Minnetti, and Peter Krause all in here. And this is directed by Bill Rebane, which this is the only thing that I believe I know of that he's worked on. Or at least it's the only thing I've seen that he's worked on. And this is, by the way, I think the one and only movie that Tiny Tim did work on. I mean, he did He was in other stuff, but never where he was a starring character like what he is in this one. Now, this one came out from. I've been on a roll with the Vinegar Syndrome stuff as of late. I got a whole bunch of it in recently, so I've just been going through and knocking out some of those. Some of them I've already had. I'm not cool enough to get the slipcovers, I guess, but I don't want the slipcovers. I think they're fucking pointless. But anyways, here we go. We got the front cover here. Open her up, and it does have a reversible artwork in here, and that's the reversible artwork. I think as ugly as can be. I will not be going with that one at all. There is a nice little booklet in here that goes over. It talks about Tiny Tim. It's a kind of a memoir for him. It's the Marvelous Mervo at your service. It's basically is a modified version of the chapter Marvelous Mervos from the historical biography of the eternal troubadour, the improbable life of Tiny Tim, by Justin Martell and Alan McRae, and published by Favorite Press. So it's a small little thing that they wrote up for Tiny Tim for the Marvelous Mervo character, which this is not the costume he wears. This is here he is here, which I need to go through and read this because I am a fan of Tiny Tim. His music is different. I think that's why I like it. He's a very enigmatic. He was an enigma, that's for sure. He was somebody that not for everyone, but I feel that if you open up your mind a little bit and you're willing to just check out his persona of who he was as a person, then you might be interested. I wouldn't honestly. I think he'd be an interesting person to do a biopic on, to be quite honest. Between the stuff he did with the circus in this, because there's stuff he did with the circus, the stuff he did all throughout his television career. The guy apparently holds a record for the longest amount of time singing without taking a break, and not just one song, but continuous songs over and over and over and over and over without an interlude or a break in between each song. And that was like 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes, something along those lines. An insane amount. I would not want to have been in that crowd. I like Tiny Tim's music, but I could not listen to that long, 2.5 hour rendition of his stuff in one sitting. I'd probably go a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't here in the States. I want to say it was over in Australia or something like that where he got that. Now, what exactly is this about? It's about this girl who her name's Jill. She came home from college, and she's finding out that her parents are missing, and her father is tied in with this banker, this evil banker, that they're basically ripping the farm community apart by auctioning off all these people's farms and taking them from them. It's kind of a sad ordeal, and one by one somebody's going through and picking off all these people. Is it Marvelous Mervo, who is definitely your character that is pointed to the entire movie? Like, hey, it's probably this guy because he's weird. It's definitely one of those, like, it's clearly not him. You know, it's not him right from the get. I don't know, like, it's hard to describe this movie other than it's a bizarre oddity, and Tiny Tim's worth the price of admission all the way, in my opinion. Now on here, as far as special features go, it does have a really nice interview, which is a very weird. Everything's weird about this, but an interview with him at one of the carnivals that he was touring with, which is where I got some of the information of about him from, when he talked about how he had the record for that. He talked about if he were ever to run for office, the things that he would stand for, or that he would shoot to have done. Number one with a bullet, which stuck out to me, was the legalization of marijuana, which obviously should be done. I think it's a pointless prohibition that we need to finally just get rid of, because it's just holding back a lot of people in society, and it's creating a stigma that really shouldn't be there, because most potheads that I've known throughout time are not bad people. They just get lumped in with bad people because they smoke a little reefer now and again. It's horseshit in my opinion. Back to this one though. So you got people going one by one getting murdered. Most of them are females that you witness in this movie. You have little interludes here and there of Tiny Tim singing. Like there's Jack and Greg went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. It's not Jack and Jill in this. Greg and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack went down and Bumpy's down and Jill came down after. Yeah, I'm not Tiny Tim, and I don't want to do impressions of him. I don't want to scare all you guys away. It's pretty basic when it comes to storylines. Nothing that's gonna knock your socks off. It doesn't try to be anything that it's not. The twist at the end is very foreseeable. There's only one thing that I didn't see out of it, and that was I did not see exactly what happened at the very, very tail end. What happened of Mervo. I did not guess that part. Anyways, as far as like ratings on this thing goes, because it's so like bizarre and it's kind of a mess a little bit when it comes to the story wise. Like it jumbles a little bit. It's up and down with as far as its momentum goes. Some of the scenes I feel drag a little too long. You could have had a little more Tiny Tim in there, and it would have made it a little better, in my opinion. Maybe I'm just being biased because I like Tiny Tim. I would have loved to see the Mervo character. Which, when you look at the Mervo character, I can't help but see Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. It just looks like he drew a lot of inspiration from Mervo. It looks like I might be wrong. If he did, that's awesome. If not, I would like to know where the hell he drew his inspiration for the look, because Mervo definitely fits the bill. Now, as far as, like I said, there are some hiccups in through this one. There are some troubles throughout with the story, but otherwise, it flows rather okay. You know, it does get choppy, so don't expect a home run out of the park. Expect a double, maybe a triple, but it is an entertaining double or triple. It's one I would like to watch with a couple of people to see what their opinions are on it. Just so I'm not the only one going, well, see, you know, it is this and it is that, and this is how it should damn well be. God damn it. No, that's not me as a filmmaker or a film reviewer, filmmaker. Not one of those yet. Maybe someday. Which, by the way, I am supposed to be coming this next year. I am going to be in a film called Scarlet. Violet was the previous film. Scarlet is the follow-up for it, and I will be in that. That is the going to be the latest film directed by Samuel Venezi. I am very excited, looking very forward to that. It'll be a fun learning experience. Do look out for that for sometime next year. I will be shooting out some information on when that happens, and then of course we got Monster Fest next year as well. So next year's looking on the up and up for as far as the schedule goes. Besides all of my lovely reviews, maybe I can get a couple more gigs squeezed in there throughout before I get there. Anyways, all right. So, like I said on the ratings, it has some troubles. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5 when it comes to the technical side. It's below average. It could be a lot better when it comes to a technical aspect, but that is not why you watch this movie. You do not watch it for technical sides alone. Like I've said throughout the entire movie, you watch it for Tiny Tim, goddammit, and you watch it for him and him alone. His character is the best. His character rocks. You get lots of nice TNA in here. You get, like I said, you got some throat slittings, so that makes it fun. But in entertainment side, this thing is probably a 3. You know, it's middle of the road. Could be better. Could be way, 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 way worse. I've seen worse. This review is worse. No. Anyways, so I'm thinking, yeah, like a 5, maybe a 6 out of 10. It's middle of the middle of the field, probably a middle rung slasher. It's not top tier by any means. Definitely better than bottom tier. I would hold it up there with probably, Mountaintop Motel Massacre. Not quite as much as Motel Hell, but I would hold it up there with a lot of those middle rung slashers, and this definitely fits in perfectly. Alright guys, I'm going to get the hell out of here. I got some stuff to do tonight. I shall see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a screener. I'll be screening a movie for the fine folks over at A Broke House. It will be none other than Love Dump. So please tune in tomorrow for some Love Dump. I am very much looking forward to that short, or I'm sure it's probably going to be a short film. ABH doesn't really do feature length stuff, which is fine with me. I like the length of their stuff that they do. It fits it perfectly, in my opinion. All right, guys, love your faces.